On September 22, 2025, in Ludlow, Illinois, investigators with the Champaign County Sheriff's Office executed a search warrant at a residence after receiving a tip from Google regarding questionable content being uploaded on their servers.
Police search warrant, come to the door! Police search warrant, come to the door!
Moving in this room right here.
Police search warrant, come to the door!
Somebody awake sitting in the
Where's
chair.
your knob? Right hand. Was it? Yeah, right hand. Ready?
Somebody, I think somebody's coming.
Watch this. Come to the door! Come open the door!
Sheriff's office, search warrant, come to the door now!
Alright. Alright.
Moving. You ready, Chris?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Search warrant!
Lady, search warrant!
Show us your hands now! Sheriff's office,
Come here.
search warrant! Show me your hands!
Come out
Come
to
to the
us,
door.
ma'am. Come out to us. It's okay.
Come to the door.
It's okay.
Come out right now.
Come out to
Come
us,
out,
Come
okay?
out right
Come out
now.
here.
We'll get you some pants. Come out right now.
Come right out here.
Who else is in the house?
Watch
Go to the
Deputy
reception.
Johnson.
Who else is in the house?
It's okay.
Police search
Who else
warrant.
is in the house?
My boyfriend's upstairs.
Jason?
Jason.
He's upstairs. Is he in your guns upstairs?
No.
All right, I'm gonna take a foothold.
Is there anybody else other than Jason?
There's-
Police search warrant. Come to me. Come to me. Show me your hands. You stay where you're at. Show me your hands. Stay where you're at. I got 2 males.
Okay.
All right, you in front of me. Come to me, okay?
White shirt, stay where you're at. Sir, out the door.
Out the door. What's your name?
Stay right there.
That's Jason.
Search warrant.
Who else is inside?
Stay right there with your hands up.
My daughter's upstairs.
Your daughter? How old's your daughter?
She's 4.
4-year-old upstairs.
Okay.
Anybody else?
And my
Yeah, one more.
boyfriend.
Who's your boyfriend?
We got one more.
She's Jordan.
Jordan.
Yeah.
Okay. What's Jordan's last name?
Hermione.
Tamoni?
Hermione.
Okay. Where's he at? Upstairs?
Upstairs as well.
Okay. 5:37. You guys want to move back? Front. Over here. Down here.
All right, walk towards me.
Every dog. Pull your dog run away.
Sure.
Come here, baby.
Keep your hands up. Hands up. Hands up.
Keep walking. Keep walking.
Right out here. One out.
All right. Just a 4-year-old upstairs, and that's it, correct?
Yeah.
Police search warrant.
It's all black, man.
So just let's secure the first floor.
Sheriff's office, search warrant.
Sheriff's office.
Travis, can we get her to call her for him down here?
Yeah. Hey, ma'am. Come here, ma'am.
What's her child's name?
What's your child's name?
Lorelai.
Lorelai. We're gonna be staying right down here and call Lorelai down, okay? Stand behind this officer, deputy right here. Hey, Jason, where's a pair of shorts for you? Which one's your room? This is
It's hooks in there, but I don't believe that I have any clean.
Is there? Do you have any pants I can grab you?
Enough. And desk, there's the bag there. There should be
In the living room or in your bedroom?
in my bedroom.
Okay. Do you have a phone you want to bring with you? Do you have a phone you want to bring with you?
Yeah.
Where's your phone at?
It should be beside the bed on the floor.
Okay. Is it Josh?
No, it's Jason.
Jason? We're gonna step over to the squad car. Can you help me buckle him up here? Yep. Just grab a seat. Yeah, that'll make you some tall people. Hey, 506. So, I'll show you what we're gonna do. Yep, we're gonna sit just like that. You, sit either way, yeah. This is a search warrant. All right, I'm gonna leave this here for you guys. All right. So, the reason for the search warrant today is for.
You said what?
So, I could. Yes. Just 1 second.
Do you mind coming with me for a second?
Yeah. I'm just.
Why don't you come over here, man? Alright, so for the last, since March, we've been conducting an investigation into Jason. We've located his Google accounts. Okay. So we're here to seize today pretty much any computer devices, phones, anything like that. Let me ask you a couple questions though, since we're here with Lorelai. Does Jason ever have access to her or anything like that?
No.
Okay. Has he ever been left alone with her?
No.
No? Okay. Is there any concerns or anything like that about his conduct around her?
He's never left alone with her.
Okay. Do you know him to have any issues with?
No. But like, this was whenever I was in high school. I found him with a little girl that my mom used to watch, and
The only thing I'm saying is that you shove me that's upstairs.
he was fondling her.
How old was he?
I don't remember.
How old was the little girl, do you know?
Probably like 5.
And by fondling, what do you mean? Like groping? Or like feeling?
Feeling her.
Okay, and he was in high school?
No, I was in high school. Or around high school.
So was he older than you?
No, he's younger than me.
So like, was he in high school as well? Or was he in junior high?
No, he was junior high-ish.
Okay. That's the only thing you've ever seen of him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you guys just like roommates or like what's the?
It's my brother, and I guess if that's what you want to call it.
Gotcha. Are you guys dating then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's this guy right here? How is he? Is he just a roommate? Is he
The guy behind me?
Yeah.
He's my boyfriend.
He's your boyfriend?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's Jason then to you guys?
He's my brother.
That's your brother?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, he's gonna be taken down to the sheriff's office. We're gonna question him on some stuff, and then he'll be taken to jail.
Why am I the one that's getting cuffed right now?
Okay, I'll just interview you real quick then.
Yeah.
So do you know anything about him using or seeing?
This is a complete shock to me.
Okay. Is he on his computer a lot? Do you know?
Yes, all the time.
All the time.
All the time.
Okay.
It's that in his phone all the time.
Okay. What has he ever done anything like weird as far as like anything?
No, I mean, no, not at all.
Okay.
Like, I don't understand this one.
Does he use your guys' Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
Is he dating anybody, or do you know?
That's the issue here. So I know his mom told me back when her and I first started dating, and that she was trying to help me to get him like a girl, because all he does is text like online chicks, and that's it.
Gotcha. Okay. Anything else? So it seems like just kind of chronically online. Does he have a job or do anything?
So he was working at Gym City Tires a couple of weeks ago, which he just got, because he's had like 15 jobs since I've been with her for 3 years now. Okay. But he just got on Gym City Tires. But I asked his grandma. So the funny thing is, I asked his grandma last night. It's like, so is he still going to the military at the end of the month? Because he's supposed to go out to boot camp by the end of the month.
Oh, he's enlisting?
So he was in the military, and I guess he got cleared to go back because of trauma or something that he had. I don't know exactly the whole.
What branch?
I think Marines.
Okay.
And
so he had joined previously?
Yeah, this is like back 3 years ago when he first went and came back like a couple months later. He just had a lot of trauma because of his stepdad killed himself with a gun and he was out there shooting and whatnot. That's the story I got.
Oh, gotcha.
But yeah, he got cleared like a couple of months ago, and I guess he was just waiting for the Pentagon to give the okay on it.
Okay.
And yeah, no, this is a complete shock to me.
Okay. Is there like any drug use or anything with him, or is like he's just weird, or what's the deal? I guess.
Okay, so he's got autism really bad, and he does edibles.
Okay. But not
I know he drinks a lot.
Okay. So, but not like hard drugs or anything like that.
Oh, at least I don't think so. No.
So just to explain this to you too, we're going to try to be it's a search warrant, so we have to go through the entire residence, but we're going to try to be as non-invasive as we can. You've been really helpful, kind of explaining what's his and what's yours. So we're gonna respect that as much as we possibly can.
Like I said, he does not go out of that room unless it's in the kitchen to steal our food. And
yeah, we're not in the bit. We're not going to try to tear your stuff up or anything.
Jason, swing your feet out this way. We'll go straight this way. I'll sit with you in here, and then he'll come in here, and he'll take those cuffs off you. You want to pull it out for her?
First time officially being in cuffs, rather than my dumbass doing dumb and getting more so at home.
Oh yeah. He'll explain it all to you in a second.
And Joe was trying to be all like, hey, how long is this gonna take?
I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm just on patrol.
Roughly, how long would you think it would take?
You can ask him that right when he gets in here, but I'm not quite sure. You got plans today?
Drop off paperwork.
For?
Medical waiver.
For what?
Going back into the military.
Oh, right. What branch?
National Guard. Gonna do six-year contracts.
Nice. Were you in previously?
The whole reason why I had to get a medical waiver is an RE3 waiver, which has already been passed. More so stating that I'm mentally stable.
Yeah.
For them knowing that I'm not gonna be able to, oh hey, I'm gonna SI on or kill myself on the shooting range.
Yeah.
I'll have the hang on here because the cameras aren't working. So. Okay. What we'll do, man, is we'll change your handcuffs here so you're more comfortable, alright, if you want to stand up. Since you've been cool.
Like I told them on the way here,
I'm sorry, let me fix this for you here real quick. I don't want to hurt you.
like I said to him on the way here, I was all like, I'd normally wave at y'all. Like I like to be in good graces with.
Alright, is that a little bit more comfortable for you?
Yes.
Okay. And just to let you know, I'm Detective Wilson. I do have a body camera on, alright? So to see. But before we do anything, because we're in a police station and whatnot, I gotta read your Miranda rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do can be used against a court of law. The right to an attorney, if you can't afford one, will be appointed to you for free at no charge. Do you understand the rights I just said to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let me explain everything that's going on. Do you have any idea or any guess why I'm here or anything like that?
No, sir.
Okay.
Unless if it's due to the fact of my tag, not my tag, but my insurance being out.
Well, do you think we would do a search warrant in somebody's house for insurance? All right. So
It's Illinois, what do you expect?
well, I got better things to do than just that, man. So let me explain what I do. I do investigations on things related to online accounts. All right, and so your Googles, your Facebooks, your Snapchats, TikToks, whatever. Anytime they find something weird on accounts, they make a report to the police, and that gets disseminated to the appropriate police agency. And so back in March this year, Google got a notification or some notifications on a bunch of your accounts, because you actually have multiple Google accounts. You don't just have one.
Oh, yeah, that's because, so, first one, hey, I lost it.
Which account was that, sorry? Okay, there was no numbers or anything like that in there?
No.
Okay, so you lost that one?
I lost that one.
Okay.
And then I went over to iCloud or somewhere that wasn't Google, and then it was King John.
Yeah.
Then I got tired of not being able to see my emails, email notifications. Then I made Stampad.
That's your account?
I don't use that one anymore.
Okay.
I stopped using it in I stopped officially using it for everything in like early of this year, like February.
February?
Yeah.
Right. Who else has access to those accounts? Just you?
Just me, as to what I know.
Okay. Alright. So I'm here to figure out some whys, right? I'm not necessarily here to figure out whether or not like these things belong to you, but maybe help me understand like how the situation occurred, right? Because I think that's important to understand as to why, right? It gives you an explanation to be able to say, hey, this is what happened, right? And I don't look at it in ignorance. So does anything starting to come to your mind about why we would come knocking at your door so early in the morning?
No, I keep my head up and I try not to do anything dumb.
Okay, so on these accounts, right? So Google makes a report to us, right? We get things like your IP addresses. I've already did a search warrant on 2 of your Google accounts, Stampasher 21, Stampasher 25. You have multiple other ones.
Stampasher 21, 25, I stopped using God knows when.
It was one of your accounts.
It was one of my accounts, yes. I'm not saying that it wasn't. I'm not saying that it isn't. I'm saying that, hey, it was one of my accounts.
Sure.
I just don't use it.
Sure. Excuse me. Amongst others, there's one like an ad, something at the poll numbers. Yeah, those are all tied back on your Google accounts to your IP address. All right.
I didn't personally make those.
Okay, let me explain these things here to you. So when we do this, and like I said, I've already searched your Google account, searched everything from beginning to end of your account that Google gave me. It provides me access logs, your IP addresses, locations, search history, Google Drive folders, everything, right? And so when we look at that stuff, we look to see, okay, how do we what is this tied to? We searched Mediacom and T-Mobile, got records back from them as well, showing these devices are connected to their right? We go into your Stampasher accounts, and we see things like your insurance card. We see things like Your name's listed all over the place, date of birth, phone numbers, things like that. It's all there, right? And in that, we also find a folder called, right? And in this folder, there's right, which is not adult is not illegal.
Wait. When did I make that? Because I don't remember making a folder in that.
Okay. Well, there's a folder in there. Again, these are all tied to your address, to your devices, right? And so, and that's the other interesting thing is when we look at those accounts, they're all tied to certain IMEI numbers of cell phones, right?
Okay.
So it tells me it comes from one cell phone. So these multiple accounts that are all made, it's coming from one device. It's not coming from multiple places. It's not like I'm saying like, oh, somebody hacked your account in Istanbul and we're showing IP addresses and IMEI numbers from those devices. One IMEI number, one device, one IP address, right? That all comes back to you, okay? And that we find, okay?
Me personally, I know that I didn't touch anything like that because.
So let me explain. So I found at least 24 images, all right? And I'm not here to question whether or not, okay, did he do it? Did he not do it? Like I'm past that point because of all the evidence I already have, right? Everything ties it to you. It's not like I'm seeing IP addresses in California, Kentucky. I'm not seeing access from multiple different devices where it has different logs. That's not the question, right? The question is okay, how did we get there, right? How did we stumble upon that? Was it an accident? Maybe you accidentally stumbled upon that. I don't know. I need you to help me explain to understand that, right? That's where I'm here, is so I can understand how did you come up with these images on your folder.
So I don't know if it was sent to me by someone outside of me. Well, sent to me, but I don't know. I can't remember if I clicked something to add it to my forms, because I know there's forms, there's docs, there's all that. But I must have clicked on something that was more so like me trying to see work related, because I'm trying to get back into work.
How would you actually find?
No. What I'm saying is, people can throw into links.
Sure, but what kind of links are you looking at that would actually get you to?
Like, I do not touch that. I do not like that. I try to stay away from that as far as I possibly can.
All right, let's jump back here. All right, so adult, that is not illegal, right? Not anything that we would care about. All right, you're an adult male. You can do whatever you want. Do you look at adult?
Yes.
Okay. All right, how often would you say you looked at it? Like, are you casual?
In the
daily,
past,
weekly, monthly?
I'd say in the past week, maybe twice.
Twice, okay. All right, where do you typically find that stuff at? Okay.
.com.
Okay.
The typical one that you would look at.
Sure.
If you were to look at.
Sure. Are you in chat groups with people that trade? It's pretty common.
I used to be, and I'm trying to get away from people as to that.
Okay.
Because I've noticed that they have underneath them, well, no. So I can't remember their names, but.
Okay. So you're saying at some point they at least you've seen it?
Yes.
Okay. And how often would you say you've seen it?
Maybe once.
You've seen it once?
I've seen it once and then was all like, get this the hell away from me.
Okay. And how did you, was this through?
This was through no, it's not through Telegram.
WhatsApp Signal.
One of those. I can't remember the exact name of it.
Okay. That's fairly common. How'd you find this group? Like, what was, I mean, you just don't get a signal or?
It was the Anonymous, the app.
Okay. And essentially you guys would like trade that you would have, is that accurate?
I more so, I was like, hey, nothing related, nothing like that. And then next thing I know, he sends me a Google Drive folder of they probably, whenever I clicked into it, because I didn't know what it was, because it said, as you said, it said.
Okay. I mean, there was adult stuff too, which is again illegal. So you're saying at one point you received a folder from somebody on an app that you downloaded up and then there's.
Yes, sir.
Okay. How would that then get saved to another folder? Because typically when you receive a file, it just goes to your downloads, right? You have to take steps to save that folder to another file, right? And these folders were saved in other files. That was under like a download section.
It also brought in malware to my PC.
Brought malware to your PC?
Yes, sir.
Excuse me.
And then he ported it into my PC and then fully.
So what else does malware do to your PC?
Well, it was more so a Trojan horse to get access into my PC.
Okay. So what did they do? Because again, this is not, again, I have IP addresses, device, right?
Yes, sir.
It's not showing me the multiple devices. It's not showing me multiple locations throughout the country or throughout the world, right? Which it would, right? When those things are accessed, your Google account gets accessed. Those are all tracked, timestamped, and logged, right? Even if they're using a VPN,
remote desktop.
Even if they're using a VPN, it would still tag where the IP address is coming from,
Yes,
right?
sir.
And that's not things I'm seeing, right? Every time I ran an IP address, it comes back to blah, 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 Illinois,
Yes, sir.
right? So unless there's some massive deep state Russian conspiracy that's accessed this random guy's computer.
There's also the remote desktop app, which I do have installed.
Sure.
And and I've noticed that it's been going crazy.
Okay. But that doesn't explain the lack of any sort of IP address outside of, again, when you enter those Google accounts, right? That timestamps and collects all sorts of data. And that data is not pointing to somebody accessing your account through remote desktops, through some type of VPN, nothing like that. It's just showing 113. And those addresses have to be specific, right? This is how it funnels its way through that traffic.
And like I said, I try to stay clear as I possibly can. And I genuinely...
It's one of those things where, okay, I try to stay clear. I would say that I try to stay clear too. And never in my life have I ever accidentally ended up in a situation where I've saved folders and files to my computer unknowingly, right? That's just not something that happens. There's intentional steps that are taken to get to that point. And again, I'm not here to discuss the if you did it portion of this, right? I'm here to discuss the why and try to figure out how these images ended up on your computer, right? And these are intentional steps that were taken. And an explanation of what actually happened is going to bode much better for you than a bunch of like, oh, this is weird, I have no idea how this ended up here. I do a lot of these cases, This is mostly what I do, right? And so every single time I have somebody sitting across from me and they try to come up with some weird roundabout, oh yeah, some guy maybe overseas hacked my computer and just placed a single folder in there, that doesn't make sense. The jury doesn't believe that. Nobody believes that. It just looks like somebody's trying to cover over their steps, right? But somebody who's truthful and says, hey, this is what happened, I screwed up, this isn't who I am, that shows at least remorse and shows somebody who's willing to take ownership of their actions and whatnot, right? So that's what I'm here for. So explain to me how you ended up with.
As I said before, the link from the anonymous app.
And then you saved that folder.
I saved that folder. I just I didn't think exactly what was in it.
Okay. But you knew but you saw in that folder.
Yes, sir. And then I never touched that folder ever again, and I thought that I deleted it.
Okay. How old would you think this girl is right here?
Like 12.
How about these girls right here?
Younger.
Younger? Are you saying like
younger than puberty?
Are these images looking familiar to you?
That one, yes, because that one's on anonymous about every single time that I go on there.
Okay, so you've seen it multiple times?
Yes, and I'm all like, hey, get that away from me.
Okay, well, why? Okay. How about this photo right here?
Not off the top of my head.
How old do you think she is?
Like 5, maybe 6.
How about that one?
Younger.
Okay, have you seen that photo before?
Probably whenever I looked at the folder.
Okay. Why would you go, I mean, I guess, help me understand why you would go to a site, which you may sound like repeatedly, or use an app repeatedly, that you know there's on there, and you continue to go back, even though you're like, hey, I don't want to see this, but you keep going back. So help me explain that.
I was just trying to find normal conversations after I found that.
So even though you knew this was on here, you're like, whatever, I'm gonna keep going.
Well, it wasn't more so whatever, it was more so, hey, don't send me whatever you got. More so.
Okay.
I don't want that. Like, let's just have a civil conversation.
So you're looking for civil conversations on.
It wasn't a site. It was more so a chatting app, like Omegle, not Omegle.
Okay.
It was more so just text.
Okay. Have you ever? Would you say that you maybe have a addiction, and it's not something that you can necessarily control, but is that something you would say that you maybe have?
Yes, with the older folks.
Would you say it's plausible that, and again, I've talked to many people who've been in this realm. I don't think most of them ever intended to get themselves there. I don't think anyone ever intended to be in that area of things. But what we know with things are people who struggle with addiction, and again, there's a lot of stuff going on behind that, whether it's childhood trauma.
Definitely childhood trauma.
Sure.
Kyle Laroe.
Who?
Kyle Laroe.
What about that name?
Old stepfather.
Okay, yes.
Before Robert Ogburn.
Mm-hmm. What happened there?
About Robert Ogburn or
Kyle?
He was my sister whenever she was younger. Did
he ever abuse you?
Yes.
And this is again, you're helping me explain the why now. Right now, I'm starting to understand a little bit more. Like this is the stuff that gives me a better picture of the situation. And when I type out my report, I can kind of say, hey, this is the things that kind of maybe led to this, right? And so we have childhood trauma, right? We have addiction, like any other maybe addiction, whether it be alcohol or drugs or gambling. Those evolve, right? It's not typically something where somebody just stays like, I want to drink 4 beers a day and that's it. That's my cutoff. 4 beers turns into 6. 6 turns into 6 beers plus some hard alcohol. That turns into drinking and driving, right? Like that involves.
And or getting into fights.
Yeah. Abuse, right? Your stepfather who was abusive. He wasn't born abusive, right? But things happen and evolve over time. And maybe he starts with just yelling. Maybe he starts with just pushing. Then it turns into punching, and then turns into holding somebody down and abusing them. Those things happen. I think this is where we're at with you. That you started maybe with just some regular, right? And didn't quite get where you needed to go. And so you continued on and you kind of maybe found yourself looking for younger and younger and younger. And this is the realm that you ended up in. You didn't intend to, but that's the realm you ended up in. Would you say that that's probably accurate?
Not about the younger and younger and younger. The lowest that I want to go is like age of consent.
What was the age of consent to you?
Well, for the state it's 17. For federal it's 18.
What's the youngest you search for?
That I actively search for?
Yeah.
Like typical on teens, college students.
Okay. You never searched for preteens, anything like that?
No, sir. Unless if it was whenever I was younger, because I did get on whenever I was like 15.
15? Excuse me.
15, 14, I don't remember.
So you started watching when you were about that age?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you wouldn't say that you've developed a deeper addiction, that you've basically been able to kind of hold off, and even though we've had
outside of that, I've kept myself into kept myself into like trying to go older and older, trying to stay away from technically college students.
Okay, I want you to know too that we've seized all your devices. We've seized your cell phone. All right, we will go through all of that. And here's the interesting thing, again, when we go through these files. When you look at the metadata, it shows when those files were added to those folders, right? So if you're telling me that this only happened once, it should show me that all of that metadata occurred on the same date. But when I start going in there and start seeing, oh, this happened a few days, this happened a few days later, this happened a few days later, that's going to go against you, right? You understand that? And it's going to make you look like a liar.
Yes, sir.
Okay? And when people see that, when a jury sees that and says this guy's a liar, they're going to show, they're going to guilty right away. They're not going to care one bit because this guy's a liar, right? But again, I've seen it in cases where a person shows remorse and truthfulness and says and ownership over things and says, okay, well, this guy made a mistake, but based on everything else, like, you don't have a criminal history, you don't have anything, right? So
other than possibly, no, I don't even have a criminal record that I know of.
Yeah, so we're not going to see this like evil guy that's out there making a bunch of, you're not making, you're not doing stuff like that, right? So which route are we going to choose? The honesty and say, yeah, I did look at some of that stuff. I did save some of those folders. Or we're going to look at the, I don't know how those got there.
Like, I will admit that I did save them.
Okay.
And I did look at them once
Okay.
over and was all like, oh God, no.
I appreciate your honesty.
Like
right, that takes balls to be honest and some ownership in that, right?
like I will take full honesty on it. I did open it, I did save it, and then, well, actually I saved it before I opened it, and then I was like, wow.
And you went back to this once and looked at it later on, is that what you're saying?
Well, more so like, I was like, what was this? Because sometimes my brain will like, I needed to beat myself on the head with the stick.
Let me ask you this personal question here. All right, did you ever to any of those photos of those girls?
No, sir. I have a niece. Actually, I have a couple nieces, and I don't want that life.
Okay. Then let me ask you: have you, Lorelai was with you? At any point, have you ever taken photos of her?
No, sir.
Positions?
No, sir.
At any time have you ever touched her in a manner?
No, sir.
Have at any point touched any child under the age of 18 in a manner?
No,
when
sir.
you're above the age of 18?
No, sir. I do not. I don't condone that.
Well, let me ask you about what your sister mentioned when you were in junior high about her walking in on you and another little girl. Do you remember that situation?
Off the top of my head, not fully, but yeah, roughly yes.
Okay. You were in junior high, right? You were younger. Tell me about that situation. What do you remember with that?
It was probably just my little bit of me, probably most likely a little bit of me telling her to do something, and my brain just defaulted as to what Rob did. Not Rob. God, now I'm mixing up names. Kyle.
So you did touch her?
Not like in a manner, but like as in like grabbed her, set her on the bed, and more so told her to listen and open her ears.
Okay, what did you tell her to do?
I was more so telling her to clean up her mess, and if she needed to go potty, go to the bathroom.
Okay, how does your sister interpret that as you feeling her area?
I didn't.
Okay. Do you and your sister get along? I mean, you guys live together, right?
We don't get along at all.
Okay, so she would make that up to get at you?
Roughly, yeah.
Okay.
That part, it might be a little bit of brotherly sister hate.
Okay. I mean, I have 3 sisters, right? And sisters were annoying growing up. I would say I probably had times where I didn't get along with them, especially my older sister. But I don't think at any point she ever made up an accusation of me. That's pretty aggressive, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, what?
Okay. Do you remember who this girl was?
Not off the top of my head.
It was Fifi.
Is
it familiar?
Phoenix,
Phoenix?
I believe.
Okay.
Phoenix. I don't exactly remember.
Is she related to you or
No.
no? Okay. But you're saying at no point you never placed your hand on any manner. You never placed your hand on her.
Sir.
Nothing like that.
No, sir. Unless if it was to move them out of the way of them possibly get like.
I don't know how you move it away and grab it.
No. More so up here.
Okay.
No.
Okay. All right. So when we go through your phones and when we go through your computers, do you think we're gonna find additional stuff on there?
Other than normal.
Because again, the devices that we use, the stuff, technology we use pulls all the information out. So I see everything from beginning to end, deleted information, because that's stored still on some of the hard drive stuff. We're able to put that back together and see. So it's better now for me to know, like, hey, you might find a few more images versus, you know, I've sat across here from a guy who's like, yeah, I might have like an image or two, and I found, you know, additional 500, right? It's a huge difference. Now when the guy has to go testify in court, they're gonna be like, this guy's again, a complete liar. No remorse. So are we gonna find anything else?
Unless I could have accidentally saved it to my phone.
Okay.
And I don't remember how many.
What kind of phone do you have?
The iPhone.
iPhone. When did you get the iPhone?
When I got it. So it was sent out to Apple for repair. Because
when did you get the iPhone? When did you buy it?
When did I buy it?
Yeah.
Was recent. I want to say a year, roughly.
Okay. When did you have a Motorola? Was that the phone you had beforehand?
Huh?
Did you have a Motorola phone beforehand?
I just use it for like music whenever I'm door dashing.
Where's that phone at?
I literally just use it for music, so it's just sitting in my console.
In your car?
In my truck.
Okay. Are we able to get that phone from your truck?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Wait, hold on. No, I took it out because I was charging it and also adding more songs to it.
So where's that at? In your house?
Yes.
Okay.
Off the top of my head, I don't know where it's at.
Okay. What's your password to your iPhone?
21. Wait. No, that's not it. 2174? No, that's. I have so many pins on my head, on my brain, due to all my cards. Well, more so DoorDash card, my bank card, my like other.
So how do you get into your phone with
Face ID? I can't remember which one it is because I use like 20 of them. 21. Looking for 21.
Would I have permission to go on your phone?
Yes.
Okay. If I get a consent form, would you be willing to sign the consent form?
Yes.
Phone? How about your computers?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Before we leave here, we're gonna get that taken care of. And you said this was all done in this anonymous app.
Yes, a majority of it.
Okay. So you didn't know.
I didn't know who it was.
Okay.
I just.
Another question I need to be honest with me too is, did you pay for those folders?
No, sir.
They just sent you.
They just sent me them. I do not send money. I do not like sending the money at all because scammers.
Sure. Did you ever, and you said you never personally requested images of younger girls?
Not off the top of my head.
Not top of it.
Probably whenever I was like 17. Or 8, or not 18. Like high school.
And what do you mean by, I guess, in your mind, which younger girls back when you were in high school?
Like 8th up to 9th. Well, 8 to 8th grade. More so whenever I was like freshman, sophomore.
You were searching for freshmen, girls' age?
Like in the same school as me, but more so just that was typically just trying to be in a relationship.
Sure, but were you searching for nude photos of?
No, not like actively searching for them. I was more so.
Have you ever had conversations with young people online?
Once or twice, and then after I'll have a conversation with them.
At any point, did you ever ask to meet up with them?
No.
At any point, did you ask them for photos, videos?
Not off the top of my head.
At any point, have you ever sent a photo or a video of yourself in the nude to anyone underage?
Not off the top of my head. I have whenever they were older.
I mean, to say not off the top of my head is...
Well, not all, well, I'm more so referring to, I've sent them to older. I just, it could have been whenever I was drinking and I just...
So you're saying
there's like a small...
There's a possibility that you sent nude photos of yourself to...
No, well, not really.
Not really.
Not like full on like, oh hey, I did. It's like, oh hey, I don't know if I actually did.
I mean,
because I kind of do get blackout drunk.
Okay.
Trying to go to sleep.
Okay. I understand that.
Because, well,
sure. I can understand that. I mean, I'm not one to send nude photos. I think I would recall if I'd sent some to somebody. I mean, I guess, do you do it on a regular basis that you could have done? Remember? Like, is that, like, do you do it regularly?
No.
Okay. So you don't do it regularly enough to, it could have, so you do it on a limited?
Like more so, it's whenever I'm drunk, but yet also it's typically, it's more so with an older lady.
Sure. But you're saying that you could have, there's a possibility that you could have done it with somebody younger, but you just don't recall because you might have been drunk. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Where would you have done that on?
Snapchat.
Snapchat. Okay. What's your Snap user ID?
That golden sill, like that THAT. Golden GALDE. Wait. Am I forgetting how to spell? Golden, typical, how you spell it.
Okay.
And then Sil, first 3 letters of Silverado.
Okay.
Which is my newest account because, well, I just recently got back to Snap.
Why did you just recently get back to Snap? Like, did you get kicked off of Snap?
The phone that I have, it was priorly owned,
Okay.
and I was trying to access my Snap, and it said I couldn't log in.
Okay. Why did you create all these other emails on your Gmail account? Okay. And again, they have, like, when you put your date of birth in there, you put your actual date of birth. I mean, you use fake names. A lot of them was the Ash relation to that. But again, IP addresses and your recovery emails all would come back to your state cashier. You wouldn't use those to get another way besides.
Not off the top of my head.
Were you using those to try to cover your tracks on getting things?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. Do you have any questions for me?
Other than how long is roughly?
How long is what?
How long would I be roughly here for?
We're going to jail for this. We're going to be charged with possession. How many counts? Up to the state's attorney. We have at least 24 images. Each image can be charged individually. So, those are clear images. These aren't like age undetermined. You know, there's, unfortunately, in these situations, when you have kids like this, right, this girl will be abused. And because you're receiving it, even though you're not actually doing anything with this girl, you're exploiting her. Same thing for this girl. She's being exploited because of you. These two girls being exploited because of you. This girl being exploited because of you. Those other girls all being exploited, unfortunately, right? They're being victimized to trauma, just like you unfortunately experienced as a child. They're now continuously being victimized. And so this is a pretty serious thing. But how they charge it, how many charges you get, well, be up to them. Essentially, you'll be in jail at least overnight, maybe 2 nights, and then they'll have a hearing to determine whether to hold you or not hold you until your court date. All right.
Yes, sir.
So that's what's next. Let me grab some real quick. I'll be right back. So right here. Easy. Oh, all right, perfect.
Ultimately, the suspect pleaded guilty to 3 of the 6 felony counts originally filed against him for possession of involving a victim under the age of 13. The remaining 3 counts were dismissed as part of the plea agreement. Court records show he was sentenced on November 4th, 2025, to a total of 10 years in the Illinois Department of Corrections, with credit for 44 days previously served. He was also ordered to submit biological specimens as required by law and must register as in accordance with Illinois statutes. The case was formally concluded following sentencing.
Well, now I guess goodbye, having a second chance.
Having what?
Having a second chance.
I'm so sorry.